Okay.
Okay.
So, so what I want to do is I've got contractors in each of these projects,
Okay.
and once once the project is complete, I want to be able to create a report that shows just the individual contractor, a list
Okay.
of the tasks that they did, and a total, like, how much each task was worth, and then a total of what they made on that project.
Okay. So you want to create. So it sounds like you want to create a summary field, or a summary report. Sorry. And you want to.
And I've never done a report, so.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Then let's
I,
start from scratch. So you want to do it via task or through the project itself?
I would like to do it through the project, but just so that the contractor can go in and see. Well, if you say by the task, does it include the project name in the task line, I guess?
As long as your task is set up that way. So generally it looks like you have a projects to tasks relationship where projects is the parent table.
Right.
When that happens, you can pass down certain information from projects to tasks. So usually you'd want to do all of your reporting in your child table because you can pull down the information from projects that you want to report on into your tasks. So this will allow you to see each task that individual has been assigned to. Versus, because in projects you won't be able to see the tasks based on the person, you'll just be able to see the projects based on the person. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Because the tasks themselves are recorded in the task table, and the
Right.
projects are more of a broad overview. So if you want the specific task, you need to report it in the tasks table.
Okay.
So let's take a look at a summary report and see if we can make it work for you. We'll do one in the tasks table first, see if it's what you're looking for. And if it's not, we'll see what we can figure out to get that to work either in the projects table or in the tasks table specifically.
Okay. So should I go to tasks?
Yep, let's go to tasks first. And then let's click on reports and charts, which is right under where it says tasks home. All right, and then we're going to hit new, which is to the right of that search box. So since you want to see a total of certain values, right?
Right.
So let's do a summary table and see if that gets you the results you're looking for.
Okay. Create.
Yep. So now we get to choose what data we want to summarize. So for example, you want to summarize data. You can change the name now if you want to. We can always tweak it first, and then before you save it, it'll make you change your name. It'll make you change the name of the table.
Okay.
So we can just keep hitting display until we get the right table for you.
So let's. I don't know if I'm thinking along the right lines, but I've got a contractor. His name's Dennis.
Okay.
Gardner, and I want to pull up all of the tasks that he's completed and how much he's made so far.
Okay, so is there a field that has a dollar value on the tasks table?
Yes.
Okay, so you see, so number of tasks is good. So where it says summarize data, that header, it has the summarize right next to it, and it says the number of tasks.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So if you hover over that, you see that little green plus at the end?
Yeah.
So if you click that, that'll allow us to just choose another field to summarize. So we're going to summarize the number of tasks. We're also going to summarize that dollar value that you're interested in.
Pay rate.
And you're going to summarize it by totals and display it. If you click normal value, does it let you display it as a dollar value? No, okay, so you just want it as a normal value.
What is this summarized by?
That
What's
just means
this?
it's going to add all the pay rates together. So it's going to give you the total pay rate.
Okay. Now, will I see each task and how much each individual task was paid, and then also see a total?
Yep. So where it says grouping and crosstabs, you see it says group by, and then it has project phase select currently.
Yeah.
So if you select task name, do you have a task name?
Task name. Yep.
Perfect. And you can also group by anything else as well. So a lot of what reporting is experimenting until you get exactly the data you want to see.
Okay.
So you can report by task name. Actually, I'm wondering, can we group by task name and project? Do you have a project name? Let's try this. If you hit the green arrow, the green plus sign, I'm curious what the verbiage is. So let's group by project name.
Project name first?
Project name, let's try project name first.
Okay. And then by task name.
And then you only want to see certain projects, right? The projects that are complete.
Yeah. Or the projects that, well, they don't necessarily need to be complete.
Okay.
A complete project. Just a completed task.
Okay. So
in that project.
Is there a task status?
Yes.
Okay. So where it's under filters, the filters header where it says initial.
Filters, initial.
And you'll want to do filter tasks, because right now it's showing all tasks.
Okay.
And you can filter based off of a specific field value. So where it says select field, there should be a task status or something like that somewhere. It should be alphabetical, hopefully.
There's status down here. Is that it?
Not. I would assume so, since there's a project status and just a regular status. So let's give that a try. We can always come back and change this and tell it what you're looking for.
Okay.
And then it's going to be equal to the value completed, probably. Because you only want to see equal to, right?
Yeah.
Or completed, rather. So just change not started to you can change not started to a different status.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yep.
Completed. What are these other ones, the equal to and the value?
So equal to is just so you can say, let's say you wanted to look at all statuses except not started. You would say is not equal to started, and it would show you all tasks that aren't equal to not started.
Okay.
And the value is just the value in the field.
Okay.
So in this
should I say the value in the field or just the value?
Just the value, because the value in the field will actually pick another field. So let's say if you have status and you want to set it equal to, you only want to show those tasks where task status is equal to the value in the field project status. So you only want to show those task statuses where its status is equal to the project status.
Okay, so the projects be completed and the tasks are completed?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Only show those tasks where the project status and the task status equals the same value.
Okay,
so
cool.
It wouldn't necessarily just be completed, but it could be like if project is not started and therefore task status is not started, it may show you the not started as well.
Okay.
But those two have to equal for them to display.
All right.
All right, so if you just hit display in the top right-hand corner, we can take a look at what we have here so far. So you have your project name listed on the left, and then you have your task name. And each task has a pay rate. So there's the total pay rate per task at the end.
Okay.
And then if you scroll down, it gives you the totals of all the tasks.
Cool. So let's say I want to make this this report I want to allocate this report just to one contractor.
Yep. So we'll just set a filter for just that one contractor. So in this case, it looks like it's probably the assigned to field.
Right.
Yep. So if we go, see the little wrench next to the save button at the top?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you click that, we can change that that filter there.
So down here?
Yep. So we can add
filters?
another one. Yep. So there's that green plus button all the way to the right again.
Oh, okay.
And you can add a second one. So you want to see all tasks where status is equal to the value completed and assigned to is equal to Dennis, essentially. Where is it? Yep, assigned to. So you can even set it to the current user. So let's say Dennis logs in. You can have a dynamic report that changes depending on who's logged into it. That's what the current user does. But you can also set it to be is equal to for yourself. You can say is equal to instead of the current user.
Whoops. Is equal to, and then the user. Oh, okay, cool.
And then you'll just pick the user.
Okay.
All right. And then let's hit display again and see how that looks for you.
Okay, cool. And then how do I print that, or how do I save it out, or?
Save it, then you would just click the save next to the wrench. And you want to remove it, you want to like export it to Excel or just print it? Or just have it saved on here?
If I have it saved, can I go back in and?
Okay. Yep, and it will automatically update as well. So the report will, with the tasks that he's assigned to that are completed and the projects he's assigned to that are completed.
Okay.
So if you want to save this specifically, maybe, I don't know, as Dennis pay rate summary or something like that, or whatever makes sense to your record.
That's good.
And then the question is, do you want it to be common or personal? You can add a description. It's not required.
What does that mean? Only I can view it?
Yep.
Or common? Okay.
Others can view it.
Okay. So I'll keep it personal for now.
Yep. And then hit OK. And you've saved that report. And you can access this report through the reports and charts, that little button we clicked on to begin with.
So if I were at home and then I want to see reports and charts,
you'd have to go to the tasks table. You can add the table to the dashboard if you want to, but otherwise you'll go to the tasks table.
So I go to the tasks, reports and charts. If I did want to add this to the
to the dashboard.
To the dashboard, how would you do that?
So customize this page in the top right-hand corner. And so then you see that kind of blue, I guess it's a line chart.
Right here?
Chart under visit. Yep, so that's the report widget. And you grab and drag it. And you'll see like a green line. That's where it's going to display that.
Okay.
And then you just pick your report in that little pop-up window on the right. And it lists all your reports from all of your tables. I'm wondering, because you say that it's personal, if it will let you do it.
Oh.
I've never actually.
So this right here, I mean, maybe, I want to see all of my tasks.
Mm-hmm.
So I click that and it will show me all of the tasks that are, these are just the completed ones?
Yeah, so it all depends on how you filter it. So if you wanted to set a table that's just your tasks, but you want to see the ones that aren't completed,
right?
Filters would be show me tasks where assigned to is equal to the current user, and status is not equal to complete.
All right, so will you take me through that real quick again?
Absolutely. Yep. So let's exit out of this. You can hit cancel or save depending on what you want to do, if you want to save this or not.
Oh,
Hit
okay.
cancel, it should get rid of that widget for you.
I'll just do cancel. Okay.
So we'll go back to the tasks table.
Because I think what I'd like to do with all the contractors is teach them how to put in a list of tasks that are still not complete.
You want to be able to, you want them to see the list of tasks that aren't complete, or put in tasks that aren't complete?
Well, when they first come into Quickbase, because I've got to kind of teach them how this works.
Okay.
And what I want them to see when they come into this is a list of all the tasks that are assigned to them but are not complete.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then that's what we're going to make next. That's the next table.
Okay.
Go to the
So we can
table. And then this
okay.
time we're going to just create a regular table report. So you'll click on reports and charts again. And then new.
New.
Yep.
And then a table?
Yep, correct.
Oh, and create.
And create. All right, so here you can set up custom columns, or you can use default columns. So it depends if there's only certain information you want them to see. You would set a custom column. Defaults are what your reports default to, and you can always change those. But you'll change those for every report, whoever used default columns. So if there's only certain columns you want to see, you'll want to choose custom columns generally.
Okay, so we'll do custom. And then do I just start putting in what?
Yeah, so there's a little search bar right above that left box, and you can search for the fields you're looking for. And once you have your first field, you'll highlight it by clicking on it, and using those arrows in the middle, you can slide it over, or you can drag and drop.
Okay, so probably want the project name, the project status, the pay rate, the task name,
Yep.
and maybe the, what's that?
Do you want the task status?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't need the project status. The task status.
Which is
so it's just status. And then maybe the deadline. What is the deadline? Date? No. Projected finish?
That sounds like it would be it's not a hard deadline, but
yeah.
definitely a date field.
Okay.
All right. So now that you've done that, we want to filter this. We want to filter the statuses.
Okay.
So under initial, yep, right there.
Filter tasks.
Your first task will be assigned. Your first filter will be the assigned to one. So you'll do assigned to.
Where is assigned to? Assigned to.
Right
okay, I got it.
Complete. Yep. And you'll set it to the current user, because that will be dynamic. So every time they log in, they'll only be able to see the tasks that they have been assigned to based on information. So now if you want to see everything that's not complete, we just need to add another filter.
This is plus again?
Yep. And you're going to go by status. We want to do status is not equal to completed.
Oh, okay. Is not equal to the value of completed.
Correct.
Or I could do is equal to in progress.
Yep, you could set it however you want to. So if you want
Okay.
them to only see one status, you could set as equal to. If you want them to see multiple statuses but not one, then it would be, you would use as not equal to.
Okay, cool. That's great.
All right, and then we can actually sort and group it if you want to. So we could say sort it by project, or group it by project and then sort it by task name or something like that. So you click sort or group on other columns. And if we want to group by project name, you'll click that and you'll select the one that says group and sort, or sort and group, which are the options on the bottom.
Sort
and because you click into that drop down.
Oh, sort and group by high to low, or?
You can do high to low, so low to high would be A to Z.
Okay. Is there a way to like, for example, back in where it shows all the resorts, I'd like to keep it so it would show kind of the date that we started the project. Is there a way to do that?
In the tasks table?
Well, this one says sort low to high or high to low.
Oh, so you could sort, you would just have to choose a date field.
Okay.
If you want to do if you want to sort by a date field, you could do sort by date created for the task. I don't know if you have a project start date field in the tasks table, but that's information we could pull down through the relationship if you want to.
Okay, I think I do have it in there.
Okay, so let's just take a look. All we need to do is take a look for that field.
Maybe not. Date created?
Date created is a default value in Quickbase. That would be the date that the task, the individual task record, was created.
Oh. So maybe we'd have to put in a...
We can certainly put it in through the relationship, and I can show you how to do that in a second.
Okay, let's do that later.
For right now, let's sort and group by project name. All right, and then you wanted to sort by project start date. You wanted to list the projects by their start date, kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've put the start date in them all, but I mean, because the start date field would be in each task field, right? So
so through the relationship, you would bring that start date down from projects, and it would be related to each task.
Okay.
Then each task would have that value.
All right. Well, let's just keep it like this for now.
Okay. And then do you want to sort it by task name or anything? I don't know if there's like a...
No.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, probably just sorted by projects is cool.
Okay, perfect. Then let's hit display and take a look see how this looks for you. I don't know, do you have any tasks assigned to you?
Assigned to me?
Yeah. Okay, so
yeah, I do.
So that's what this is going to look like.
Okay. Yep, perfect.
And it gives you the total pay rate as well for each project. That's what that TOD is at the bottom.
Okay. Cool.
You can get rid of that if you want. That's a field setting. That's a field property.
I like it in there.
Perfect. So now we'll just want to save it and name it.
Save right here. Save this report.
Well, it's not just your task, so it's set to current user, so it's dynamic. So
Oh.
you could call it report like my tasks, although I think you already have one. Because this is the one we'll put on the dashboard that will change depending on who's signed in.
Pending tasks?
Yeah, because none of them are completed.
Right.
And you want this one to be common specifically because you want everyone to be able to see it.
Yeah. So how does it I guess so this report is in this in the DG Films projects, and so so what I'm doing is just setting it so that it will work for anybody.
So anyone can view it. So you can set. Are you on Premiere? I think you're on Premiere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on. Oh no, you're on Essentials. So you can't actually set permissions.
Oh right.
On your plan level. But if you were to upgrade, you could set permissions, and you could get very specific about who can actually see your report. You could set it to only certain roles to see your report. So you could have like a manager role and say managers need to see this report. But in this case, yep.
So when one of the contractors comes in, signs into his Quickbase, and you say he's going to be able to see this report, is he going to see all his tasks or all of my tasks?
He's going to see all his tasks.
Okay.
Because we set that filter to the current user. So assign to the user field, which means it's pulling from the email addresses associated with the user account.
Gotcha.
So when they log in, it reads their email address and then automatically filters it out based on that email address.
Okay, great.
So if that's what you want to call it, let's hit save, and then we can put it on your dashboard for you.
All right. Then do we go back to home?
Yep, back to home. And then customize this page in the top right. And then you just select the report with that little pop-up window in the right. And you're going to, under tasks, it would be the report we just saved, pending tasks.
Oh, okay. So it only shows part of it? Is that what it is, or?
Yeah, because it's a dashboard report. It shows. You can set how many rows you want it to show. So you can say show me 50 rows, but I think it pretty much just shrinks the data that's in there to fit those rows.
Okay.
But if you hit save, it'll give you pagination, so you'll be able to switch pages on the dashboard.
Okay, so click save. And then what's pagination?
So if you hover over the report.
Just like this?
You're not allowed to have. That's so weird. Can you scroll down through the report?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why, because you have to reach the bottom first. Yeah, so if you keep scrolling, and then pagination, see it says result pages. In the bottom left-hand corner of the report, it says 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's the pagination. So then you can switch pages that way.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want them to scroll, you can modify the maximum rows that they can see right on the report here, and then it'll show the pagination sooner.
How do you do that?
That was under settings. So if you customize this page again. And then you're going to hover over that report. The pending task.
Uh-huh.
And when you're hovering over it, you'll notice in the top right-hand corner of the report, there's a little gear.
Yeah.
Where it says
maximum rows.
you can determine how many you want to see.
So let's try like.
I think 10 or 9 is the most you can see at once.
It says 5 to 250.
Yeah, so you could show 100, so they could scroll down through the report for 100 rows before it gives them the pagination.
Okay. All right, and then save.
Mm-hmm. Now when you're on the dashboard, there's more to scroll through.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's it. All right.
They can also, if they click, you'll notice in the top right-hand corner when you're on the report, there's a couple of options. There's a search bar, double arrows, and 3 lines.
Uh-huh.
So you can search the report from right there. So you can filter the report out. You can search for a specific project or a specific task name.
Okay.
You can also expand the report with the double arrows.
Is that just like the part that you're, wait.
Yep. So you're on the filter right now.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Options.
All right. Oh, cool.
So you can display it in a full window right from there.
Yeah, nice.
And then if you click that little options bar, you can customize, you can view the full report, you can grid edit, you can save it as a spreadsheet, or you can print it.
Okay. Okay. That's great.
All right. Does those look like reports that you were looking for when you put in the support case?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I need.
Perfect.
Is there like, let's say that a project is complete, the contractor goes through and totals up the tasks that he did, and then we pay him on those. Is there a way to put in somewhere that it's been paid? Would you just have to add a field on that? Is that how you
have to add a field on, I guess, maybe per task or under
Yeah.
reports? That would depend on your workflow where you add that. But yeah, that would just be adding the field. And then wherever you add that field, you could run a report and say, show me all of these options where it shows that we've paid or haven't paid.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, reports are all about filters, really. Just making sure you're showing the right information.
Yeah. Okay, one last thing, like I was asking before, like we've got these, here's our projects that we're working on.
Okay.
And I noticed if I go in and change something in this certain project, when I come back to the home screen, it may have switched spots.
Interesting.
So like Aquarius, like let's say I went in here and then I edit it, maybe I wanted to change the title of this. So I put like 01 and then I saved it. And then I go back to the home screen and actually it kept it first.
It's ordering in it's alphanumeric basically. So 0, 1 through numbers go first and then the alphabet starts.
Well, although yesterday there was one that I did, was it one more point? And because I put the 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, but it was putting like 06 before 05.
So that's a function of a text field. So if you're going to order by number, you generally want to order by you want to use a numeric field.
Oh.
So the way this is reading it is it's reading the 0 first. So it's reading 0, 0, and then 2. So if you had 6 instead of a 0 there, it would put the 6 after the 2. But because it reads it from left to right. So it reads 0, 1, 0, 6, and then it reads 2. So it puts the 2 after the zeros.
So if that's the case, then it should it will keep those in that order.
It should. Yep.
Okay. That's probably what I'm going to do then.
You could even do a well, if you want to use zeros, you can't use a numeric field. So numeric fields won't read zeros if they're first. So like if you were to try to put a 0, 3 in a numeric field, it would switch it to just 3.
Oh, right.
0 is a valid number. So that's why some people prefer to use the text fields, but then you can run into issues where you hit 100 or something, and it can get out of order every now and again just based on the way it reads that information.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I wasn't looking at it right yesterday.
No, it's confused. I've had a lot of cases about listing numeric values in text fields. It's just the way it works.
Okay.
It doesn't always make sense.
Okay. That's it for all I had.
Okay, perfect.
Today.
Well then, I'll go ahead and close out your case. And if you have any other questions or the reports we created aren't working, feel free to reopen the case and I'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
But
and then send me the video of this so I can review it.
Yep. Will do. And when I close out your case, you'll receive a brief survey from my manager regarding our interaction. And if you have the time, I always appreciate the feedback.
Sounds good.
All right, Mike. Well, enjoy the rest of your week, or enjoy your weekend, I guess. It hasn't started.
Yeah. You too. Appreciate your help.
Thanks. My pleasure, Mike. Have a good one.
All right. You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.